There was a time when Nintendo felt like the last pure gaming company, the one studio that didn't chase trends, didn't milk its players, and didn't try to squeeze every cent out of your wallet. Nintendo used to feel like comfort, like childhood, like a place where money wasn't the focus, the games were. But somewhere along the way, things shifted. Not overnight, not in one dramatic moment, but slowly, quietly. And one day I realized, hold on, when did Nintendo start acting like this? Because now, every time Nintendo makes an announcement, a part of the community flinches. It's like we're waiting for the catch the price, the limitation, the restriction. And the fact that we even expect it says a lot. I think it really hit me during the early Switch years. Everyone was excited finally, a hybrid console that actually worked. But then Nintendo launched paid online. And I remember sitting there like, really? Paid online for this quality? For these servers? For voice chat, you have to run through your phone? It felt like Nintendo didn't improve the service, they just put a price tag on it. Not because it got better, but because they realized they could charge for it and people would buy it. And from that point, things just kept building. The moment that truly broke my trust was when Nintendo started taking things away. The Wii U and 3DS eShops shutting down wasn't just sad, it was brutal. Entire libraries gone in a single decision. No migration, no preservation, no, we'll find a way to keep these games available. Just a door closed forever. And the message felt like, if you didn't buy them earlier, that's your problem. It didn't feel like the players mattered to Nintendo at all anymore, but the one that made me go, okay, Nintendo, what are we doing? Was the Mario anniversary. 3 amazing games bundled together for a limited time, even digitally. There was no reason for it, just pure manufactured scarcity. You don't limit a digital game unless you want to exploit FOMO, and they did. And people bought it. I bought it. And the whole situation left this weird taste in my mouth because it didn't feel like Nintendo being Nintendo. It felt like Nintendo acting like the company's fans always said were the greedy ones. And then there's how they treat fans. ROM sites wiped out, fan games shut down, Smash tournaments threatened. It's like Nintendo looked at its most passionate supporters and said, thanks for the love. Now stop doing anything with our games unless we profit from it. And yeah, they're legally in the right, it's their IP. But emotionally, it feels like the opposite of what the Nintendo brand used to stand for. They don't nurture their community, they police it. They actually sued a Costa Rican grocery store owner for naming it Super Mario, while it had no connection with Nintendo games whatsoever. The store owner was named Mario, and fortunately, he won the lawsuit. But the fact that they tried to sue him says a lot about how Nintendo changed their moral compass. And maybe the hardest pill to swallow is that the Switch era proved something important. Nintendo knows they don't have to try as hard anymore. They can release ports at full price and people will buy them. They can leave their online service outdated and people will subscribe anyway. Pokemon games can launch unfinished and still sell millions. Nintendo isn't greedy because they're evil. Nintendo is greedy because the market lets them be. Yet, here's the twist. The magic is still there. Tears of the Kingdom, Mario Odyssey, Smash Ultimate. The creativity hasn't died. The developers still care deeply, but the business decisions around those games feel more corporate, more calculated, and yes, more greedy than ever before. It's like Nintendo is split into 2 versions of itself. The artistic side that creates masterpieces, and the corporate side that looks at players not as fans, but as guaranteed revenue. And that's the saddest part, because I still love Nintendo. I still buy their games. I still get that same warm feeling when I hear the startup sound, but I can't pretend I don't see the shift. I can't pretend the company feels as friendly or as magical as it used to. These days, being a Nintendo fan feels like a constant tug of war between nostalgia and frustration. And maybe that's the real reason people say they become greedy. Not because they're the worst company, far from it, but because they once felt like the best. And somewhere along the way, they stopped living up to that image. I hope you enjoyed this video and would be glad if you liked or subscribed. See you in the next one.